All right, match number 1. We're in splat zones, so this may not go very well. We have Clam Blitz as a backup option. However, I do like having Booyah Bomb for... and I guess it could work for clams as well. It doesn't really matter that much, but I thought it sounded nice at the very least. This is a very, very heavy AoE start to the match. I'll take the trade. That's fine. I've got quick respawn. I don't know how well I'm going to be using it. In my practice matches, I did not use it very much. Like I said before, this is a very technical weapon, and I'm not a very technical player. So don't expect the most amazing plays in the world. Hello there. I'm going to try to get you. I want to try to maybe fight with a teammate. That way I can maybe poke at long ranges to give them some chip damage. And then if they get too close, then I can spread some chip damage up close. But I can also slay a little bit if my aim is on point. But that's very contingent on how I feel like I want to play. Are you just going to drop? Oh, that was nice. Didn't exactly expect that to happen. Oh, yes. Take the wrong turn. Trying to get him behind cover. I'm going to go ahead and use this. Oh, I did not have ink for that, though. And I'm running out of any space to move. Oh, that wasn't a great play, but I think I was just kind of in the moment there, so not really thinking about what I could have done. All right, they're in control now. Not the biggest fan of maybe this little area over here, so I'm just going to annoy with burst bombs until I get my special to move in with. That is a nice thing that the burst bomb gives you, is just something to advance with. And I didn't just throw that at the zone to get paint, because that can be painted over very easily. Did not expect that to happen. I didn't know who was there specifically, and I should have maybe engaged a little bit better than I did in case it was, but I'm not really a very strong thinker today. I'm not normally, but today I just kind of want to go in and fight things. Also need to try to really practice doing the long shots before jumping. There we go. That's what I want to do. The burst radius... keep dying to this brush. The burst radius is actually decently large for what it looks like on your long shots. I've been hitting a lot of just random chip shots, which does feel pretty nice. I think that's the brush over here, so I'm going to try to poke him. Get rid of him. That's good. And the main problem here for Splat Zone specifically is that I'm a blaster. I can't paint that well. But we've got 3 really good painting teammates, so just try to get them back in. Stay alive here. Not quite sure what he's doing. Yeah, just try to back him off at the very least. We did trade splat bombs. Yeah, we don't have paint forward here. This is... I think I may just have to play clams here, because that's where our downfall is going to come in at. I'm going to stay away from zone. We do have control once again, which is good. Get some damage on him. Try to get some more damage on him. And there is a balance of using your burst bombs, because you can rely on them too much to get little chip damage hits and not actually combo. And you can also not use them enough. And, you know, you really want to be getting use out of them because you do have them. Learning that balance is very important, because obviously if you rely on them too much, you won't have to actually follow up kills or whatnot. All right, hello there. I'm gonna wait you out. I've almost got my Booyah Bomb again. It's been a very lax match, honestly. I have a feeling they're gonna probably try to rush at the last second. He used his stamp, which is not good for him. That does not paint as much as his main weapon, so that kind of was not great for them. Either way, we'll take our first win. Not amazing, but it's a warm-up. All right, well, we've moved to clams and we've found an E-leader, and our team is interesting. We do have missiles, which is good. I would have rather had the other reflux that had missiles as well, because this one may not be doing too great. The other weapons are still fairly short range, though. So I may actually need to be the one who's maybe pushing the line a little bit. Just have to really be careful. Again, I'm playing a lot more scared than I probably should be for having a bunch of quick respawn. Did he jump out? That's actually really good for us. Get that in, back away. And I don't know. I don't want to lurk too much if I'm not going to be, you know, doing anything. I would probably rather be going for clams, but I do maybe want to get my special going. And I'm maybe relying on my burst bombs too much, like I said before. So I'll try to use regular shots. It's just that they're so non-committal, other than the ink that, you know, is required to put them out. So in some situations, again, they're great. They're absolutely amazing. But in others, you don't want to just have the muscle memory of tapping R randomly. Try to help out there maybe a little bit. All right, block this. Nice. All right, they're going for clams, so I'm just going to play guard a little bit. Help up my other fella here. It's just a decoy thing. Yeah, their charger's really not pushing us. He has that option. And when he does, we actually take him out, so that's good. Okay, I don't mind taking the trade there. That's fine. We've gotten plenty of points. So as long as, I mean, we're just kind of steamrolling them, which is good at the very least. I don't have to worry about trying to stay away from the charger when it's defending. You know, as long as we have this initiative, we can maybe defend a little bit better than attacking whenever the charger gets in control. Yes, it's still not the best if we have to defend against the charger because they can kind of just push that line. Gambled that a little bit too much. If I had aimed to the left, I maybe would have been fine. However, the angle maybe was a little bit too far out of range. I don't have anything like Ninja Squid to try to sneak up on it quickly. Like, obviously, I can just do the slow swimming thing, but I don't always want to do that. Especially if I don't have the space, then it doesn't matter. Alright, try to take these guys on. I don't know if they're going to rush me like this. That's fine, as long as the blaster's aggro is away from, or the charger's aggro is away from me. Oh, I'm trying to chase. Hello. Alright, that's fine. Again, get their back line off the field. That'll help our teammate, or our team, immensely. Not just one teammate, but all of them. Get another wipeout. I am going to jump in here just in case I need to grab Clems, but we don't, and there's our second win. Alright, that's number 3. We're looking at a very aggressive enemy team, most likely. Lots of AoE, too. They've got 3 types of bombs and a torpedo, which is technically probably a bomb, but it isn't lethal, at the very least. So, I have some range here. I'm not the longest range on the team, or even in the match at all. I think Reflux is slightly longer range. I could be wrong on that. We did that, yeah. It wasn't a great beginning. They're going to be hyper aggressive, so we really need to make sure we're not giving as much space as they want, because they're going to play very quick. Ran out of ink. Gonna let this guy get in a bunch of clams. That's my bad entirely. Almost got killed by the stealth jump too. Good job. Good job, me. I'm not doing very well here. Okay, that's not great. I got some chip damage on someone, but we already lost 2 people again. Our team's fine. It's not the worst in the world. That reflex deco is still there, but other than that, it seems to be okay. I might need to try to like rush in with my teammates if they're gonna rush, and just be incredibly annoying with my AoE, because I do have that option. Get this in. It's not gonna matter that much because we don't have enough of a force behind our push to actually get those other ones in. So I'd rather if we try to save this one. Our friend does go down though. That's not great. Yeah, we're struggling a bit here, which is okay. I didn't expect them to all go well because, again, I'm not playing well myself, but I could definitely be playing better. Much better than I am right now. On the bright side, if I only get assists and like still, you know, do meaningful things, it still works out fairly well because I still keep my quick respawn timer. Oh, I wanted to get rid of that guy because he's the scariest thing on their team as of right now. Yeah, the brushes are really bad because by the time I'm able to hit them with a jump shot, they can hit me with the brush, which the brush does not have to worry as much about hitting directs or anything like that, because again, range blaster speed is fairly slow. So if you do either miss a shot or just, you know, get caught by surprise or something, you're going to probably just go down to a brush. So maybe I want to actually be in the mindset of backing up. They do have both Ninja Squids on their brushes though, so it's kind of hard to see them sometimes, especially in the darker ink. We get another clam in, but not really many points are going in. I think the hardest time I'm having too is just trying to find someone to hit. They're all very fast. And while my jump shot's, gonna hit them occasionally, again, we don't want to be that close to them unless we've taken them by surprise. So if I'm having to hit at range with my main shot, I'm just not as good at hitting that as I would like to be. And especially if I do whiff a long shot while the brush is around, then, I'm just done because that's not going to hit them at all. Like, I could spark, but that's not enough to even combo with a regular shot as well. So we're not going to get any more in so far. Again, I think the main downside there was it was just very hyper aggressive, and I was not prepared for that. So I handled it very poorly. All right, match number 4, back to a standard team on both sides. Kind of. Ours is interesting, but I think it'll be fun. Okay, I think I'm very scared of actually feeding into quick respawn. However, I may need to actually do that. I need to put my skill points to use and, not just be worthless. I know I'm going to play technically worse if I just feed fully into it, but I will be alive a lot longer at the very least. That was just very bad play there. I didn't want to die to the guy. I did want to keep that clam at the very least held until someone came by, but I was also letting myself get pincered, which is not great. Oh, that was good. I think I got chip damage on the other guy as well. Don't get the quick respawn prop, but that's okay. I don't know. Is it that okay? We're going down pretty consistently. That's another thing. If our team's going down a lot, if we're filled with a bunch of aggressive weapons, I don't want to be adding to the death total as well, but I really probably do. Like, if I'm not using... Oh my goodness, I'm not good at aiming this weapon. It's so hard sometimes. I'm gonna be quiet, maybe play a little bit better than I have been. Well, that happened. Okay, maybe that will... Oh, we're so close. I'm gonna try to just smother them. Maybe that'll go well. We're getting a lot of just stray directs, which is awesome. However, I'm not really putting in that much effort to get them, so I can't really say it's a testament to my skill. We were so close as well, and that scares me because they're very close also if they get a good push going. So maybe we get a good defense going. We'll see. Again, there's a lot of AoE on this team too. A full or 2 weapons centered around it, and then 2 weapons have bombs. We kind of have some AoE, but not much. Okay, very good job, teammate. All right, I'll take that trade. They've got 1 guy left. He's out. Got 1 minute and 40 seconds left. So hopefully, ideally, we get another push going and we just win, but I think we can defend as long as we don't make the mistakes we did before. All right. Here's a booyah bomb. I'm going to start right at that corner to try to get value out of both sides. Unfortunately, just run straight into that. And I'm fine with them not pushing on that because I didn't see it going very far anyways. It didn't get anyone. It just kind of forced them off of their positions. Hold on. All right, just don't go down to this. Okay, we're going to die there. Okay, so they're gonna get 2 clams from that because they grabbed the one that was under the basket. Again, probably not the smartest play. We probably needed to wait until we had enough hold to actually do something. I think I'm having the hardest time with this wall string because he is just cutting off my paint and, dealing chip damage, which makes me less likely to want to push in. All right, that's coming up there. All right, they're gonna get 1 in. I can barely see anything. I don't know why I couldn't see anything there. I wasn't really paying that much attention, but we did lose the lead by 1, which is kind of bad. He didn't even have close to a clam. I'm not quite sure why he pushed him like that. All right, we're fine. I'm gonna die to that though because we didn't have any paint there. Yeah, I don't know why we didn't wait until we got clams to push that. Why did we do that? I had a clam. Why did he do that? No. It's not like that was the only thing that went bad there, but I'm very upset that my vision was completely obscured there to actually shoot at people. I still should have still tried, but man. All right, went back to Splat Zones, maybe to get something better going. They do have an arrow spray and a pencil, so that'll be interesting. We'll see how this works out. All right, we're in the lead. We're getting some points here. That can change really quickly in zones, though, so we just need to make sure we hold positions. Oh, that's not good. That missed. That's not a good miss. Really bad miss. Oh, broke that as soon as he threw it out. Lots of stuff's happening here. My aim has degraded far beyond what it was at the start, unfortunately. So I'm not hitting any long-range shots. Okay, he jumped out. That's good. It was the 96 gal. So, am I gonna, like, get punished if I do this? Probably, right? Yes. You know what? I'll take aggro. I don't mind that. There's a Kraken somewhere. He's just down there. He can't paint, so I'm not really worried about that. Move over this way. We've still got enough paint on the zone. I'll throw that over there just to kind of get them off of us. Yeah, we're keeping this guy way far away from actually doing anything that he's supposed to do. So I'm going to try to keep that going. They're painting both the same side. Stall it out. He's leaving. As long as I help out with paint here, I think we may actually be able to go for the win here. Yes, good. Good job. Okay, our teammates will just kind of carry us there. I maybe was playing distraction for a bit, which is good, especially against the longer range weapons that can paint well on zones. I don't know why zones is going that well. What better than tower, not tower control, clan blitz at the very least. So whatever. I'm not going to complain. That's perfectly fine. And there's 3 wins with the Sblast 91. Bit of a struggle. First 2 games went great. The last 3 didn't go as great. I guess technically the last one went fine for what it was, but certainly I wasn't putting in the abilities that the weapons desires. Again, very, very skill intensive weapon. There's a lot of techniques you can do with it, and there's a lot of ways to use it. Interweaving those things, not for me, especially considering the fact that I haven't played the game in a long time. Maybe I should have waited to actually use this weapon, because again, I've been getting slightly warmed up with the Splatlings, but not probably to the degree I should be with this weapon at all. So yeah, either way, I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please consider leaving a comment below and maybe even consider subscribing. Until next time.